And joining us now with more on the ongoing wars, Brigadier General Amir Avivi, founder and CEO of the Israel Defense and Security Forum. Thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
So I actually want to start with the unprecedented airstrikes that Israel has undertaken today. We've seen a bit of a shift. Israel is now striking regime targets. So what is the significance of these strikes? What can you tell us?
So the idea since the beginning of the attack is attacking in waves again and again. In every wave, we see between 20 to 50 airplanes. The IDF is focusing a lot on the ballistic missile capabilities in order to degrade these capabilities in such a way that they won't pose a threat to the citizens of Israel. This is crucial. We see that we managed to deal very well with the drones, a very big success. But with the ballistic missiles, it's a challenge. And when a missile manages to penetrate our air defense, we see how devastating this can be. So Israel is attacking multiple sites and industries that have to do with ballistic missiles, but also targeting government sites in order to create the terms for a regime change. Israel is not setting a goal that says we are going to change the regime, because changing the regime is about the people. It's the people of Iran who need to decide to do something about the future and change the regime. But Israel can weaken the regime to such an extent that it will give a chance to the people to rise and really take their future in their own hands.
And this does seem to be sort of a shift in Israel's stated war goals, because as you mentioned, one of the war goals was to go after the ballistic missiles capabilities, to go, of course, after the nuclear program. But now we are seeing this shift to go towards regime targets. Does this mean that Israel has eroded or feels confident enough now that it has eroded Iran's capabilities, that it can now transition to regime targets?
So definitely we have eroded their capabilities dramatically. We see that they are shooting less and less ballistic missiles each time. And when they shoot, we manage to destroy the launchers. We have destroyed more than half of the launchers, and it's continuing all the time. I think the big challenge is once Israel feels that it managed to do the main two missions, destroy the nuclear program, which is pretty much destroyed after the American attack, and destroy the ballistic program, how do you end? And Israel wants to finish this war in the coming week or two. And in order not to have an attrition war, you need to create a reality where the regime understands that if they continue shooting, the regime will probably fall. We need to put them in a place where they feel existentially endangered, and they have an interest to end the war as soon as possible. This will enable Israel to finish the war in a short period of time and go back to focus on Gaza and their hostages and eradicating Hamas.
And so that really is the main question now here in Israel, at least. You know, what is the exit strategy for this war? You mentioned a war of attrition. That was actually going to be my next question, because it seems as of right now, we are heading in that direction, although Prime Minister Netanyahu did make statements that he would not allow Israel to enter a war of attrition with Iran. So what is the exit strategy?
There will be no war of attrition, even if it means destroying the Iranian economy, even if it means targeting and killing all the leadership of Iran. Israel is not going to enter a war of attrition. And we're perfectly capable of really dismantling the whole Iranian economy, leadership, military sites. We are completely dominating Iranian skies. We can do whatever we want, where we want, and where we want. So really, if we manage to erode the ballistic capabilities, really making Iranian completely defenseless and not able to retaliate, this will bring, at the end of the day, a surrender or an agreement to stop, and Israel will achieve its goals and really get rid of a huge danger that we were facing, both from the nuclear capabilities and the ballistic missiles.
So either regime change or an agreement of some sorts with Iran. Brigadier General in the Reserves, Amir Avivi, thank you so much for your insights today.
Thank you.